Joseph, he don't teach the game and tell the youngest not to chase the fame. Give them other goals to aim and don't let them keep doing the same. Tell them the boss takes the blame on the shoulders of a sturdy frame.
What's going on? It's the Legit OGs podcast where we give you the game we wish we had. I'm BF and Kruma.
I'm Herman, CEO.
I'm cool.
Cool. And we are the Legit OGs. It's crazy, yo. Doe commented on one of the videos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but he said cool with a C. I was like, man, with a K.
With a K, that's right. He ain't watching all the podcasts.
No, he ain't watching. So let it know, cool. But with a K though. Alright, okay. What's up with y'all fellas? Y'all good?
Good.
Good, man. So Cool and I was having a conversation. It was like yesterday or something?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah. So we know we always go down a rabbit hole.
So you telling me y'all was talking without me?
I grew FaceTime you. You ain't answer, homie.
Nah, that is what he did.
You ain't answer.
He sent the group FaceTime.
Yeah, you ain't answer. You was doing what you
That's
was
the
doing.
truth.
Yeah, you was underneath a car or something. I don't know what you was doing.
So we was going down a rabbit hole talking about a whole bunch of different stuff, but then we started talking about respect. And we didn't have a topic for the night, so I was like, I think that's the topic that we should go with. Respect 101. Dealing with respect from different aspects in interpersonal relationships, no matter what it is, whether it's men, women, elders, kids, whatever, yourself, just respect 101. I think that's something that we definitely, in the hood, I feel like we lost. We lost a lot of respect. In particular, the first question I wanted to rock with was, what does respecting yourself look like? I think that's one of the biggest things, man. It ain't too much self-respect in the hood. You talking about, I sent you the question.
Yeah, y'all had a conversation last night.
I sent you the
I'm
question.
trying to figure out. You should be spit out of
I didn't know if Herm was gonna pick it up or none of that.
What? Y'all had the conversation last night.
But we was more so talking about the young boys with the older cats and that type
one
of
situation.
But in order for you to respect somebody else, you have to have self-respect. So self-respect can be anything. Self-respect can be using obscene language around your kids or women on the Instagram or even guys with doing all kinds of weird shit on Instagram. That self-respect. The women have naked self-respect. Like self-respect can be any of that. So
Kind of keeping it cordial. That's it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I got a special guest in the building. He don't want to come up here, my man Reese. We keep things cordial.
Yeah.
You know, we can do it.
Shout out to Hunter Effect Auto.
We gonna make sure we put him
What's the
on
address, Reese? What's the address?
4682 Dollar Street.
that's right.
4682 Dollar Street.
4680. We gonna get. I can't even hear. I don't know the name of that street.
And a guy like Reese, man, I never heard Reese tell nobody he can't do nothing. I'm like, Reese, yeah, we can do it, bro. Might have it sitting there for a minute. Well, he gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get to it.
My
But
motor moving a little bit too. You gotta check that out. we ain't gonna go in on
No,
Reese
but
right
on the
now.
real tip though, as
Go
far
ahead.
as self-respect though, in order to respect anybody, you gotta respect yourself first. So it always start with yourself with anything. Don't matter what it is in life. If you could be on the airplane and the damn thing drop down, you gotta put it over your face first. So you gotta always do for yourself first before you can do for anybody. If you can't do for yourself, how the hell can you do for anybody? So as far as self-respect, respect yourself, and then you know, maybe people will respect you. Hopefully, people will respect you.
They should. So when I first started thinking about self-respect, to me first it's like finding yourself. Who are you? Like, how can you even respect yourself if you don't know who you are? Now, a lot of folks, since they don't know who they are, they following every little fad. It's hard to respect yourself when you look in the mirror and don't know who you are every day. Like, you gotta find out what new rapper said something to put on your caption, or to figure out what jeans you gotta wear, or how you do your hair, all different kind of stuff, because you haven't found your true self. And when you don't know your true self, these daggone crackers is going have
They're
for real. They gonna have you doing their dirty work. That's it. They are the kings and queens of manipulation. They manipulate you, and then this is the crazy part. They have you thinking this what you think. This is what you want to do. When really they controlling your mind. That's why I heard somebody say one time it's easier to fool somebody than it is to convince them that they've been fooled. So it'd be hard trying to tell folks like, yo, man, a white man got your brain. You be like, nah, man, that's what I want to do. Like, you right, man.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy because in one of them books you wrote, you were saying that if a person came in with a suit on, it was something about like a suit, a mobster. You said that mobsters used to wear suits back in the 70s. They was gangsters.
yeah, that was a great hijack.
They look at the young boys now. They might have the baggy jeans, they crack showing tattoos on their face and everything, and they look at them as gangsters. But your dressing attire don't make you who you are.
Nah.
For real. So
Yeah, what I was talking about when Dad was dealing with David Stern, when he was
Dress
like,
code in the NBA.
yeah, he created the dress code,
Cause
which
yeah.
cool. If you want to lead, you have whatever dress code you want. But when he said, I don't want my players dressing like gangsters or dressing like thugs, like, so what did that mean? They was dressing like regular inner city black dudes, but the folks in suits like John Gotti, Paul Castellano, Joey Bonanno, all these dudes was in suits and they was gangsters. So how you gonna say the dudes with the Timbs and the baggy jeans, that's a gangster look, but the suit is not a gangster look. And I'm glad they was fighting, but they should have afforded a little bit more. Again, you gotta get true to yourself. Like with me, like I've learned who I am, still learning because there's so much that you get programmed and conditioned. But I stand, that's one of the things with self-respect is I stand on whatever it is. I might even be wrong, but I'm standing, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing on it until I figure out that I was wrong, and then I can come back and correct it. But you're not just gonna tell me, damn, Aaron, what's up?
what?
You over there taking deep breaths?
I never hear you say, man, you was right, man.
You never heard me say somebody was right? First of all, 99.5% of the time,
You
right?
just said it. You said, I don't deal with right and wrong. You just said that.
Oh, come on, man. So now you conflate issues.
He just told, I don't deal with right and wrong. I deal with the psychological, that. I'm like, he just simply I'm like, man, we were just arguing about who's right and wrong.
Nah, that was totally different things, man.
No,
I broke it down in that
You
video.
definitely did broke it down.
I broke it down in that video so you understand. I don't even know what I was saying, man. That's what I was showing, man.
Self-respect.
Self-respect, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, standing on who you are and not letting nobody else dictate who you are. Like he was really able to dictate that. Oh, the way you dress is a gangster. He was able to dictate. It's like, oh, I'm not letting nobody dictate who I am. Who I am. I say who I am, and don't nobody dictate who I am. And I'm going to force who I know I am on the world, as opposed to allowing anybody to tell me something different about myself. I respect myself too much for anybody to tell me who I
The
am.
players went for that shit too. They allowed them to enforce that rule.
They did. They did.
They had guaranteed contracts, and they could have told David Stern to go the fuck the hell.
They coulda.
and they didn't. They bowed down to him like on some, that was crazy. But
There was a couple dudes that wanted to wrestle with it. Like I think She Wallace really wanted to wrestle with it, but it beat them. Huh?
He wasn't back.
Yeah. Same like Cat.
Cat, yeah, I was
Same
gonna
like
say
Cat.
that.
Like everybody was mad at black people for not boycotting the NFL. Like the players ain't boycotting. How you gonna tell everybody else to boycott, but they keep playing? Like what's the boy name? Cat homie Eric
Reed.
Eric Reed.
Yeah.
Eric Reed don't want nobody to take no money from the NFL but him. Oh, you a sellout, Jay-Z. You took money from the NFL. They cut you a check every month.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the league. I don't think he was in the league at the time with Jay. He wasn't in the league.
Well, when Jake did that,
Yeah.
yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was back.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't back yet in the league. What happened was he
Nah, he was back. Man, he made those statements from the locker room.
He was back.
He was
I-
back.
I-
He was making statements from the NFL locker room.
I ain't like that whole move, but I don't know. We talk about self-respect.
Oh man, you know we go where we go.
I ain't like that whole.
I didn't like the whole move
I
either.
ain't like it. When
He did the NFL like the Super Bowl halftime, and they had some clothing.
When he said we beyond kneeling, that kind of like threw me for a loop. When he was
I was with that.
we beyond kneeling and all that.
I was with that. I was with that.
too. I'm tired of that, bro.
I mean, I'm tired of the gestures too, though. But I'm just saying, you didn't take part in something. How can you stop something that you didn't even have nothing to do with? I could see if a player or somebody said it, but
I get
dude,
that.
how you come from left field talking about yo, we beyond them? Like I didn't like that. I mean, but I don't like symbolic gestures and all that shit either, though. But I feel like he should have. For him to make that statement to me was like on the coon side of the game, but whatever.
I
He
didn't
got an influence on the game.
I didn't like how
He
it
got
sounded.
a nice influence, so I don't know. Maybe
You know about the, if I start a movement, right? First of all, you talk all this shit about the NFL and your album, right?
Yeah, you did.
So they come first, and then they allegedly saying Jermaine Dupri was offered the same thing, and he told Jermaine Dupri not to take it.
Yeah.
And I could believe it because Jermaine Dupri was backpedaling on his word. So okay, then you take the job, right? Okay, that's cool. You take the job. But then you say you don't even, not that you owe Cap an explanation because you a grown man at the end of the day. I'm not calling everybody, but if you were standing firm with this dude, then the least you could have did was say, yo, bro, I'm about to take this spot. And then you tell another dude not to take it and you take it. That was a little cowardly.
But Cap took a check and ain't tell nobody either.
But here's the thing though, because he sued. Everybody was excited that he sued, and when he sued and he got paid, everybody was mad. And I'm like, what are you mad at?
He's not the NBA.
Okay, so that's fine. I mean, that's like if you sign an NDA for something somebody did you wrong.
Oh, well, you got your money, then it's over.
Right, but don't tell, you didn't take part in none of this shit. Don't say that we beyond kneeling. Dude, I just didn't like that. That left a bad, listen, people always do crazy, the business is this weird period. It don't matter what business, hip hop, whatever, like this business might get goofy than we are. You just never know. People, I did business with people before on a legit side of the game that went left. Mm-hmm. Because people, it's always some slick shit going on with business. Like I still got that 4% on the table. But anyway, I feel like on the you can do whatever business you want to do. It's I just feel like when he said that, to me, I didn't like that shit, bro. And I thought Hov was wrong for even taking the job at first. Then I thought about
The job was meaningless. But,
Yeah, like,
but
exactly.
go ahead.
When I looked at it on the point of beyond kneeling, beyond marching, and everything.
Yeah,
So
I
when
ain't that shit either.
Yeah, so when he said it, I was like, I was rooting for that because I'm on that. I'm tired y'all keep going to City Hall and all this
Right.
and nothing.
But look though, bro, I'm gonna tell you this funny shit, right? Honest to God, bro. Go back and watch that video when Hov said we beyond kneeling, and look at Roger Goodell's face when he said that shit.
All right.
The whole thing looked
ugly.
ugly.
For a loop.
The whole thing looked ugly. But this is my problem with so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People just take a couple words and then they just run with it. Hov said we beyond kneeling, and then they don't say none of the rest of the stuff that he said explaining what he was talking about.
Okay, but what did he say afterwards that would make you say, oh?
He said, okay, all right, what was the purpose of the kneeling? The kneeling was to bring attention to what's going on.
Okay.
Do y'all know what's going on? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows what's going on. So the awareness is there. So now it's time for us to start taking some actionable steps to make some change.
Okay.
Are we just gonna keep kneeling forever, or are we gonna get to that next step?
So what year was that Hov did that?
I don't remember what year it was.
Anybody remember? Anybody in the room?
I don't remember.
17, 18.
Okay, what year we in now?
So this is
What
the
happened?
second Super Bowl.
What's going on?
18, he did 18.
What the
I tell you, I didn't like the move. I didn't like the
No, I'm
move.
just saying, like, what's going on
I
there?
wasn't against the statement.
I'm like, what's going on now? What's up with Hov? Like, what y'all doing? Hov?
Listen, like I said, I didn't like the move.
All right,
but
but what he
I
doing now?
wasn't
He
against
said
the
it.
statement.
You know why we kneel? You know why we kneel? We all know we kneel. We beyond kneel. Okay, now what? What they doing?
So you want to go back to Nil?
No, I'm just saying, what the Hov and them doing? Like, what they doing?
I never said Hov was Moses.
You know something?
Yeah, he wanted to be in the
reform?
board of directors. Like he implemented. I think he's a director of sound and music, so he wanted to be in those situations where he can hear what the NFL is planning on doing in the future.
You need a mic back there, Fang. When you go.
Okay, so
you need a mic.
here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing too with these NFL owners, right? These
Yeah, I know we gotta get off of
NFL,
this.
I know, but these NFL owners got so much influence on governors and getting shit governed in the United States of America. So unless you gonna get with one of these governors and get shit governed, miss me with all that reform shit and all that other shit that they keep talking and all that means nothing. But we can get back to the topic, man.
Respect 101.
That's right. Respect 101.
But that can still be respect. Like, you know what I mean? We could flip it. So now, we self-respect. What does it look like to properly respect other men? Your brothers and you gotta be brothers, just other men in general.
It's regular mutual respect. As in, I respect my brother as I see him. Like I'm looking at a reflection of myself, actually. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disrespect him. We gonna correspond the right way. No arguing, no fighting, all types of stuff.
And I feel like we can argue amongst each other, but I got a way of people talking to me a certain way. I feel like when the way you talk to me is like how you set the tone with anything. Whether if I'm at work, whether if I'm at home, whether if I'm with the homies, the way you start talking is like this way that you set the tone right there as far as the respect. Now sometimes when we yelling and screaming, everybody know I go left, but nobody that I'm like debating with or going back and forth with, I don't think nobody think I'm disrespecting them because I might yell and go crazy, but as far as respect, I don't think I respect. And if I do disrespect,
no, because I said in the group chat, I said, man, we all laugh about
it. Sometimes when I see that voice record is a minute and 45 seconds.
He right. I might skip one, go to the other one. I might
say it, man, because I'm passionate. But as far as respect,
like cool.
As far as
3 minute voice record,
respecting the men, I feel like I think when I was younger, the respect wasn't really all that too much respect like I do now. I think I'm more respectful now, because when you're younger, sometimes you're fearless. So yeah. I was a little bit more fearless when I was younger. So the respect was kind of like, but I think I'm overly respected now when it comes to people, especially women. I think now I speak more now when hey, how you doing? Like I'm not like I'll hold the door more. Like before, I would just open the door and walk through it. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's no such thing as being overly respectful, because it's not like you being Joe, Dick Riding, nothing like that. Yeah. I'm saying respect is it's respect. So I'm saluting you. I'm saying I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm telling you I appreciate what you're doing. Damn, bro, I'm proud of. Like folks, it be folks that I don't even really know like that. Just be like, damn, bro, I seen you come up from X, Y, and Z, and then you doing this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
When I think about respecting brothers, I think about what we dealt with in BBM, the whole South Bonnet thing. Mm-hmm. In the Zulu language, that's how the warriors would greet another warrior, South Bonnet, which means I see you. And then the warrior will respond back, Sikana, which means because you see me, you bring me into existence. Mm-hmm. And to me, that always, because I first learned about that in Dr. Joy DeGrew's book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. I think every black person needs to read that book. That's how I first learned about it. And she was contrasting real warriors. Them Zulu warriors wasn't no joke. Mm-hmm. The white folks came in there trying to invade and they kicked their ass. And them Zulu warriors was no joke. But when they see another warrior, it's like, I see you. But right here or whatever, I don't want to tell our location. Out here, somebody looking too hard. Nigga, what you looking at?
Yeah.
That's
like I heard.
Yeah, it get crazy out here. We might gotta change locations. But for the warrior to see you, to see like all of the connotations, with those words in that language, like I see you as a man, I see you as a warrior, and I can respect that about you. In the book, she talks about self-esteem differently. She don't talk about it from like high or low. She said either you got esteem or you got vacant esteem. Mm-hmm. And when you have vacant esteem and you got no esteem, you feel a certain way about yourself, going back to the self-respect. Mm-hmm. You don't really have no self-respect, so when somebody look at you, you think they see you the way you see yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's why you tripping out like, why the fuck you looking at me like that? You think I'm a nut. Like, I never said you was a nut. Why are you saying I think you a nut?
That's where it comes from, where we from, man. We on defense anyway.
All the time. Yeah. Because we haven't been taught to show respect.
Yeah.
Like you was talking about gangbanging. It was kind of sort of gangbanging with us too. It's like other corners, just like we don't rock with them. that stuff get passed down generation, man. I don't know too much about North, but I know South Philly, it's corners that been going to war 3-4 generations, man.
Same, man.
It's just getting passed down to the next generation, man. I know we was talking to these young boys uptown one day. Asked him how the beat start, man. Young was like, man, I don't even know.
Yeah,
He
that's
said,
how
man,
it
it
is.
started way before me. I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah, that's how it is too, though, man. That it be a long going war, and you can't even take it back to the roots and be like, well, where it all started from? Nobody know. It's just going on and on and on and on. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why we gotta learn respect. We gotta teach respect. So it's not always because there be animosity over nothing, man. Like you never had an argument with somebody, nothing. It's just they from the other side. Like we from one side of the tracks, it was dudes from across the tracks, and that creates a divide. It's like what? Like what is? That's a trolley that don't even run down that street no more. Like.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. I think you can get further in life with respect. You can get so further in life with respect. And I hate to put my man on the spot because he's right here though. But I look at my man Reese. Like my man Reese is one of the most respectful dudes I know. He humble, respectful, and he doing his thing. He's progressing through life, man. We was just talking about it the other day on the phone. Remember Reese? And I'm like, I'm now starting to understand to give dudes they flowers while they here. Like I respect dudes and I let everybody know that, you know what I mean, like how I feel about them while they here opposed to when they check out. And it's funny, me and Reese, I was at work, but we was on the phone for like 30 minutes, man, and we just was talking.
You don't work.
And then I do what I want to do.
Hope the boss don't see this.
I do what I want to do, but but like I said, excuse the attire. I got my straight from work today. But anyway, like you go further. I think people just I don't know I think the energy that Reese brings is like it's never a dull moment when I'm around this dude because the respect like it. And I tell him I learned so much from him, man. Just watching one day on Instagram, he's showing his son basketball moves.
Can you change the alternate? Can you change the alternate?
No, I can't do that, but I can show him.
You got to teach him a little bit more.
You just can't call Reese before 9 o'clock. I know.
Yeah.
He sounds like a little grumpy. All right, Reese, what's up?
I always make it like 10:30, 11.
Yeah, the clock, yeah, bro, I'm at the shop
Get
tomorrow.
some breaks, man.
But no, you really make it further though with respect though. I ain't gonna lie.
I think the very first episode, Herm was talking about, once you out and like dudes you was going to war with and now you're seeing each other, like it's like a mutual respect.
Yeah.
But I think that mutual respect, once you're on the other side, we gotta learn how to put that in before you get 35 years old and now it's like, damn, our son's is old. Like we gotta figure out how we can teach that.
I mean, you got your characters still have to be the same. Like I was telling you about the story about the young boy came to me. He messed with some girl. That's from South Philly, and he came to me one day like, "Yo, bro, I ain't know X, Y, Z. You was blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, you know me from Tone, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Keep it like that." I said, "I'm a good dude with Tone." He said, "Yeah." So my character always been the same. Even when I was in the streets, I always had a good character. I always smile. They could never figure me out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you never mad. I'm always a happy person. I'm always dead and I'm always laughing. Same here. I'm always laughing. Same dude. You know, I never changed my character. My character just didn't change. Unless you did something to me, then there's something different. And even right now, if you do something like wrong, like you don't want to pay me for a talk, my character gonna change.
What if you owe him $2?
Yeah.
Nah, cause I chase dudes down for $5. I remember they be like, "Yeah, remember I seen him on the he stole me $5, bro. That's why." You didn't see me.
Yo, man, boy, I think you still about that $5. You still ain't give it to me. Man. So now you had alluded to it, and this we might have to go. Man, I don't even know how we really gonna get into this, but respecting women. And I'm not talking about. I'm talking about regardless of if they respect themselves, regardless of if they've been conditioned to even accept the disrespect. I feel like as men we have to raise a standard. I wrestle with myself all the time. It's like you ever do something and then you be mad at yourself like, damn man, I should have did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that be my biggest thing. It's like I feel like I feel like I don't even want to say it, man. I don't know.
Don't say it.
I don't know how to word it. I ain't in a relationship, so
I ain't elaborating on whatever he about to say. I'm staying out of that shit.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Let's just dialogue. How can we raise the standard as men to show women the respect that they deserve? Black women, no other one. I don't care about the other women. But that's just my feeling. Y'all can respect other women. I don't respect no other women. Just black women.
Well, for me, man, you know, just thinking about somebody treating my mom the right way. So, you know, like different things that I do, I still like walking down the street with my mom. I'm on that would be the left side
or the curb side.
So, you know, I see people walking around like that, or even open the door for somebody. I knew my mom would smack me in my head if I go out and I hold the door for a lady. So it's just different things that I do. It's just from the teaching of my mom. So, I mean, you know, arguing back and forth with your spouse or whatever, that just come with, just come with, you know, you might say things in a hurtful way, but you don't really mean it. It's just y'all getting at each other. You know what I'm saying? She might say something, because she might know, I can't beat this guy, but I'm going to say something crazy that push that button. You know what I'm saying? And you might say something crazy, but then what I know now, like when you do say certain things to a female, it kind of like really crushing. To the point like they say we be mad at that moment, we're like, man, you know what? I ain't worried about, but they hold on to like, well, you said that. You're like, yo, I was really arguing with you. I only said it because you said it. You know what I'm saying? And I told my one guy, I'm like, yo, you can't take everything I'm saying. Because sometimes, you know, when you argue, you black out and you biting lips and you doing all types of stuff. So, you know, everybody lash out when they kind of get into an argument with they, you know, with their spouse or whatever, you know what I mean, their girlfriend. But the respect always gonna be there. Like sometimes, like they had a debate about who pays at the table. I know my woman that pay, but if I'm chunky pockets, I'm putting that money up. You know what I'm saying? Every time. I don't care if she got a bag full of money. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I feel as though the man should do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Even if sometimes like we went out for my birthday and they was all drinking, they throwing back shots. I'm looking at them like, damn, that's a husky tag. Cause I've been there before. So I already know. I'm like, yo. So the bill came. I'm like, yo, you sure you don't want me to put no money up? She's like, no, it's your birthday. We got this. And I was like, all right, that's cool. But I'm so used to doing it, and I'm so used to always having that. Even when I'm with my lady, like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Or she like, I'm gonna treat you to the movie. I got it. Like, if you want to treat me to the movies, like the tickets, the popcorn, everything kind of cool. I'm like, I get the popcorn and stuff. Like, I always gotta jump up and say, I gotta do something. You know.
Not me. When they treat, I let them treat me. I let them treat.
And I ain't gonna lie, to me it's different in mine because I always feel like whatever I tell Key all this all the time. Like you be buying that shit on your own. Cause I feel like everything in there that I got, you got. So it's like, in theory, it look like I'm buying it, but in all actuality, I'm not buying it. We buying it together because we got joint accounts. We got, you know, where's that and whatever. Like you know, you got access to every dime I got. So it's like, I tell people, I tell her friends too, like when they be wanting a homie. With you know, they like hook me up. I be like, it's different. You looking for what we got, but it's a little bit different because, like I said, everything but it took years. Like,
y'all got
running it 16 years. So it's like it just the way we do it in my house is just different. Like it's like literally like you got access to whatever. So it's like y'all might go in the store and purchase some things, but then there's times where she'll purchase it on her own, and it's just like the money is just our money. Like it's our house, it's our money. It's all ours. And some people think, I used to be mine, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours. But then I realized that we gonna get further in life if we just put all that shit together and rock out. We been having our shit. We've been paying out. So a lot of times it be sounding weird to me when she be saying, oh, cool, no, not even that. Cool, Kuzel bought me this. I be like, technically, really, I mean, you bought yourself the shit. What's mine is yours. Like, so I mean, whatever. Like, it sounds weird to a lot of people, but that's how I roll. And even like when we go out, like if it's my birthday or something like that, and she treat, I just feel weird that she going in her pocketbook.
That's what I'm saying.
Some paper. That shit just feel weird.
It,
to me.
it always feel weird.
She'll say, "Oh, I got
my
a tip."
wife, I do it. She like, I'm like,
But
I'm gonna leave the tip. I gotta do something extra. I don't know, man. I just always gotta do something
I'll
extra,
put
bro.
my feet up on the table. She got it.
yo, we gotta find poop somebody.
I
man.
like
That
it
shit
because
is
she
crazy.
got it
I
wrong.
don't know, man. I always
She
gotta
got
put
it
somebody
wrong.
in.
But I ain't gonna lie though. If you've been around with if you've been around somebody that many years and you trust them like that, like literally like y'all been through the ups and downs when you was pop or when you had it, I'm telling you, it's so much easier to like just bring all that shit together. Long as you ain't got no woman that's just like go spending crazy,
Yeah.
don't check in, like don't be like, yo, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. They just that you can't do that. But if you, I think we done been through so many storms that it's like the respect when they come to this paper is ridiculous. Like and it's like we really respect this bread, like heavy. Like you might see her posting things, but you know.
What do y'all say to somebody that doesn't feel like it's important to respect women?
What do we say? The question was, what do we say to somebody who feels like it's not important to respect women? Ah, man.
That's a good question, man.
That's a great.
What I'm gonna say to him
You
is,
trying to get a spot up there?
he trying to get a spot. I'm gonna say, disrespect my mom, so you can learn a lesson. That goes to however they was raised. Because if you feel like you don't have to respect women in any manner, you ain't learned nothing from your mother. Your father wasn't around, or if he was around, he was disrespecting her. Man, the hood's so toxic. It's so. I'm not
scoring
gonna
men
say
too.
the
It ain't
hood.
just the hood.
It
The world
just
is
scores.
toxic.
It just scoring
Yeah,
men.
the world
At the
is
end of the day, sometimes these men that don't really respect women like that, they've been hurt before. You know what I'm saying? Them girls that did them dirty. And they heart, they hit their stomach, they can't eat, you know what I'm saying? They can't sleep. R. Kelly holds, so I can't eat.
Kelly
So,
on
yeah, that's what it is. I be seeing dudes on that joint. I'm like, yo, every post you post is about females, bro. Like, why is she doing this? Why y'all got this and y'all doing? I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, they definitely be hurt, boy. If I say anything positive about a black woman, boy, somebody might, oh, you a simp. You like, God damn, I'm a simp.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, some of these dudes be like, some of them be like going too far.
I think
They
so.
go a lot
Some of them, I be like, come on, bro, knock it off, man. But I always tell people this, right? We all know that my mom died when I was a teenager, so I never, as far as respecting women, I have four sisters, but I just respected my sisters. I didn't give a damn about nobody. I mean, except for like immediate, my homies' moms and shit like that. I really, when I was younger, but like I said, when I got older. But I tell the youngins now, like my nephews and all that, I say, listen, man, when you disrespect your mom, just imagine somebody else disrespecting your mom. If you disrespect her and somebody else disrespect her, how can you say to them, don't disrespect my mom when you do it and they see it? Because I see a lot of guys disrespecting their moms, and I just be looking like, yo, I would give up an arm to get my mom back. Literally 2 arms. I'll be walking around this motherfucker with no arms to bring my mother back. But I see guys out here just straight totally disrespect. My nephews, like, I just like, dude, how can you disrespect my sister like that? It's weird to me. But then you would get mad if somebody else disrespect your mom, but then you would just give her your ass to kiss. So I always try to tell people that way, listen, man, don't disrespect your mom or even your father, and then you get mad when somebody else do it because you should. Hey, you did it, so they should have the opportunity to do it. Like it is what it is. As weird as that sound, hopefully that'll stop you from disrespecting your mom or your father. And my kids, I ain't gonna lie, I don't take disrespect lightly. I don't disrespect them, so if they don't disrespect me either. Blatantly disrespect me, like they don't just that shit just don't work.
So I want to go a little further with it because sometimes we feel like the opposite of respect is disrespect when not always. So right now we just talk about flat out disrespecting women, but you can not disrespect a woman but then still not respect her at the same time. So I know y'all married now.
That's a good one.
I know y'all married now, but let's go back, to our single days.
Man, I ain't going back there.
You ain't going back there? But we got to have a conversation. We got to have a conversation. But this is something that I struggle with, man, and I be hating myself for when stuff happen. Be like, what did my man Vic had this blog. Shout out to my man Vic Damone Jr. He had this blog, him and his woman. That was off of Rush Hour or whatever. Money Talks. No, so he had this blog, He Say, She Say. And I forget what the topic was, but in his portion of the blog, he was like, you know, I respect everything that you do. I like, you know what I'm saying, your mind and everything, but I still want to hit though. And so, but that's where I've been at, and I know that's where a lot of other brothers is. It's like, I feel like we've been conditioned to not respect their bodies. We just want their bodies. Like, this happened to me. So, I met this woman. She wanted to be a part of some of the stuff I was doing in the community or whatever. So, shoot, John. So in my head, I'm like, man, here you go. I'm like, so I'm telling myself, listen, you should have a conversation with her and tell her, listen, please don't have sex with me. Because this shit always happens.
Recently? You felt like that?
Why you got asking this recent
I'm
now?
just asking,
I'm just
bro.
telling the story. I'm telling the story. So listen, can I finish my story?
We're gonna let you talk.
Let me finish my story.
It's a weird story.
Nah, but hopefully somebody can relate what I'm trying, the point I'm trying to make, right? So I'm in my head like, man, had this conversation with her because, you know, stuff be happening, right? So then I'm like, how can you say this? Like, how can I tell her, like, she might not even want to have sex with me, so how can I be like, don't have sex with me? So I'm like, man, I ain't gonna say it. Man, 2 weeks later it happened. I'm like, God damn. And it's like a wrestle with respecting their bodies enough to not want to have sex with them. That's,
You was going on a 90-day rule joint?
a 90-day rule joint.
Barbie ass mother.
Nah, but listen,
I done been celibate 2 years once and 3 years another time. So I've done it, but then I struggle when I fall off the wagon.
You just said something about guys looking at females wanting to do something to them. But females they get on Instagram and say, oh, it's great sweatsuit season. They want to do the same thing. What are you talking about?
We always say,
And we always talk, come on, bro. It's great sweatsuit season. Yeah, give us hell.
Give us
So
hell.
what did I say in the beginning?
Guys
I
say sundress season, they say it's sweatpants season.
again.
So everybody want to do them.
So let me ask you a question. So is it
Say you in trouble.
Is it
You better
disrespect?
take your ass out in the house
Is it
about 8
disrespectful
o'clock.
when the woman want it as bad as you? Like, is it disrespectful?
First of all, I'm not saying it is disrespectful.
Well, not.
I'm
Is
saying
you not
opposite of
respecting? Yeah, is you not respecting? Is you not respecting her? Is the feelings is mutual?
She could not be respecting herself. Listen, when I started off, right, I said,
Hey, go to philosopher. Go ahead.
yeah, that's right.
Go ahead.
What you
How she not respect herself? That's part of the relationship.
I said, but it don't be relationships though.
It's relations, entanglements. Ain't
But
that-
listen, but what I'm saying,
Entanglements.
at first, listen, can I get back to how I
Go
started?
ahead.
He hard on the man.
Go ahead, man.
I'm talking about myself, so it ain't
You hard on
like,
yourself.
yeah, because I gotta.
That's a new
No, what I said from the rip was, as men, as the leaders, setting the standard, respecting them, even if they don't respect themselves, and even if they've been conditioned to accept the disrespect.
Yeah, but if they
That's
want
what
it, they disrespect themselves, they want it.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a feeling, right?
I kind of get what
Stop.
No.
Stop it. You always do this, man. I'm tired of saying, I get it. You don't get it, bro. I'm tired of it.
I get what just because I understand what somebody's saying, don't mean I agree. I see what road he going down of, but you know, I understand what you're saying, but I ain't got no comment on that shit. This one of them conversations, I always got something to say about anything except for this shit.
I feel it, man. He just said, this is ours.
This shit like the grand jury.
It's gonna be hers if he say anything about it.
That shit crazy.
Oh, come on, man. I just wanted to have a conversation, man.
No, I get it though. I get it.
I think it's necessary, man.
I get it.
For myself and for everybody, because nobody had that conversation. Like, I remember I was running this mentor program, right? So I was putting together the workshops for the young boys and for the young girls. So it was like week by week, the classes correlated with each other. Mm-hmm. So I got to like week whatever, and we was teaching the young girls about abstinence. Then that same week, I was like, I can't teach the boys abstinence. And then I was like, what is wrong with you? Why can't I teach the boys abstinence? Then got quiet.
No, you can, bro. I'll be honest.
No, I ended up doing it. I'm just saying the way I've been
You
conditioned.
start talking about these STDs, man. You don't want your young boy catching this type of stuff out
Listen,
here.
you know what scared me? Kids.
Listen. I was just talking to a friend of mine, no lie. I pulled up on him on Passion Avenue, we busted up. He's like, yeah, man, this little dude, man, just took him to the doctor, man. You know.
I'm talking about the movie Kids.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, I'm talking real life. I'm talking real life. He like my son, you know what I mean, Ernie. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how old are you? Like 15? I'm like, what?
Yeah, one of my homies.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, you want to like, oh, bro, like that shit is out there.
You never seen the movie Kids?
No.
Yo, listen, like 9 people got AIDS in one day.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And the movie, it's a movie.
So you could teach it,
it's
bro.
a movie that's in one day. And AIDS just get passed around like crazy.
Nasty
All
out
in
there.
one. It started in the morning to the night, and then it go off. You see, man, I was scared of girls for like a month.
Dang.
I feel probably like 11th grade or something when I seen that joint.
Dang.
Cause just imagine your son, he coming home and telling you that, like, yo, man, something wrong down there.
Yeah.
Now you feeling sorry for him, you like, yo, man, ain't no
Because we sent them out. Even if we didn't send them out there, we didn't teach them to not do it. Or
I'll
try.
be honest with you,
My son's 17. I ain't. Only thing is,
the schools is telling them now.
The only thing is,
schools don't do
Anything, yeah.
I tell them is every time you go out on a date with a girl, you ain't gonna score every time. But I don't tell him abstinence and all that. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe that's something I need to work on. But I don't.
I mean, none
That's
of us,
gonna be rough.
none of us ever taught that.
You gotta teach them, tell them to distract.
I
I mean,
teach
the
them that.
school can have that conversation.
Because the schools tell them, my older,
But you
my
can
older
catch
son-
shit that you can catch shit
I
that
you
strap
know
up.
that, but
You know what I mean?
what I'm saying, my older son, I remember when he came in, he's like, yeah, this is my sex something class. I'm like, sex what?
So y'all giving your daughters condoms?
No, man, my daughter's 14 and 4. I ain't.
See? So,
I got my oldest daughter.
The
20
schools,
though.
I said I gave him con, but the schools
No,
give him to him.
I'm just saying
I'm not talking about that with my 14-year-old yet. No, not yet. I ain't ready.
and I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it's a disconnect. It's like with our daughters, we'll be telling them to be abstinent, but then our sons will just be telling him to strap up.
Dog, it's a what's the word I'm looking for? What's that word?
Double standard.
Double standard. It is what it is. That's like a girl can slap the shit out of you, but if you slap her back, you're in trouble. Like it is what it is. That's how it is with that. It's a double standard. Like I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna tell my daughters to don't keep it tight, get married, and I'm not telling my son that shit. Yeah,
But
you're right.
we don't have to uphold double standards.
We don't. But that's
In particular,
Yeah, that's what we
when
do.
the double standards that we uphold also comes back around to bite us in the ass,
doubt,
because
no
it's
doubt.
somebody other, another father who's sending his son at your daughter because he is still upholding the double standard.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm just trying to. I don't got the answers,
No,
but
you're
I
right.
just want to have
You're
a
right.
conversation so we
You're right. You're
start
right.
looking at it different. Like, damn, man, I'm gonna have to try to curb a little bit of what I do, change something.
Yeah, maybe I'll work on it today. I'm serious. I swear to God, I'm not even playing. I never really thought of it like that. But the double standard shit, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, even my daughters were like, yeah, well, Kulani. I'd be like, yeah, I know. Yeah. And the funny thing is they see it. They see it. Like they say it. Like basically like he get the and I get weak, yeah.
He tells him, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. But, Reese, you over there laughing though, man. Beyond coming up there in that age, bro, don't laugh, man, cause I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I hear the stories, man. My homies tell me their stories about their daughters, man.
I be
They like,
scared.
yo,
I be scared. I'll be scared. But you know what I used to try to do too though? I used to try to strike the fear of God in them, but I know like that ain't
God, I know
yeah,
won't work.
yeah, that ain't, cause I knew
God.
when I was a young boy.
He ain't said it.
Yeah, I used to try, like, you know what I mean? But I know it didn't work for girls when I was a young boy. So it's like that shit, I don't know, man.
All right, so the conversation that we was having was around the whole Jay Prince and NBA YoungBoy situation. I don't want to deal with that situation per se right now,
Yeah.
but we do want to have that conversation about the mutual respect from the OGs and from the youngins. I don't know if you want to call them youngins or not, because you don't like calling them young boys or whatever.
I mean,
the younger men.
the younger men, exactly.
The older
Because a
men
lot of
and
them
the
are
younger
men.
men.
NBA young boy is a man. So
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, so
You're right.
I wish we had a young man right here with us right now to
Young
talk
man
about.
right there.
Oh, how old are you?
24.
Oh yeah, come on, man,
NBA
pull up a
young
seat.
boy. The NBA young boy name.
Pull up a seat,
Come
man.
stand right here, son, man. Come on over here.
Yeah.
Let's see. This Sharik right here. This little cuz right here, man.
Yeah, come on,
Come
man.
on over here, man. No cap. We gonna share this mic. No cap.
Pause.
Yeah, we the old heads know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you said the wrong thing for the young boy.
You gotta talk into the
What
mic.
slide that joint in between y'all?
But
Yeah, so
my thing is,
Go ahead.
the OGs and the young boys, the disconnect comes from communication. It come from, instead of you telling them what to do, you gotta teach them what to do. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So a lot of us be like, yo man, you should be doing this, and the way we too aggressive with them. I said like, yo man, listen, this is the lesson, this is the, I'm gonna teach you this, bang, 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 you need to do that. They give you a little respect. They give you a little more respect than you just tell them like, yo, you need to be doing that.
No disrespect, but I want to hear it from the part.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What's the disconnect? Let us know.
So I wanna ask you, do you feel like older dudes respect y'all?
Well, me personally, I like to give my opinion at the end. Yo,
We wrap it up. Like,
you said do older dudes respect us?
Do you feel like you and your peers, do y'all feel like older dudes show y'all respect?
Well, like in the beginning, y'all was talking about respect, but you gotta really define respect, and I feel like it might change generation to generation. Like you could say, like I'm gonna say with my block or whatever, like they might see younger people moving different and be like, aren't they not moving proper? We're gonna respect them. But the young boys might look up and be like, we don't respect how, like No Country for Old Men. They say generation after generation, like the standards change. You know what I'm saying? So respect could change. You gotta first define respect. And like you said, you gotta see how somebody moving more than acting. Like somebody might move, like y'all might move back in the day different how we supposed to move. Like or is people younger than me coming up. So I just think it might be a disconnect, like in how people move, like standards change over
Right.
time.
I kind of, you understand what he meant by that?
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
definitely. It's like old NBA players don't respect what the new NBA players
Hey,
do.
hold up, can y'all speak on that Jay Prince and NBA Youngboy situation?
Yeah, we
Down
can.
there with y'all.
We
Well-
can because Jay Prince stepped out of line.
And this is the thing, right? I was explaining to Poop last night that
Cause
because,
I didn't know the whole situation. So.
well, the Jay Prince guy, is we okay with time?
Yeah, you good.
The Jay Prince guy, the NBA young guy, he
NBA young
I mean, I don't
He
know.
lost his chain.
NBA, what's his name? NBA young
NBA
boy.
young boy.
They
NBA young
actually,
boy.
he didn't lose his chain. They wanted to tie his car.
Yeah,
And
somebody
so-
broke in his car, in his house, in his garage, took some stuff. So when they took the stuff, the guys posted it on Instagram, whoever the guys was, and they actually posted themselves stealing it or whatever. So this is where this shit.
Grand larceny.
This what we mean by the generation, the shit changed. But anyway, so Jay Prince obviously got a hold of this shit and had the guy Rolls Royce umbrella, you know. And the way he got on the mic, he was telling the young boy, NBA young boy, that's his name, right? NBA young boy, that he got his stuff and to holler at him to get his stuff. And like the part that I think Jay Prince was on some clown shit, but the thing that upsetted me was when he was getting on platforms and talking about it, people was like kissing his ass, like older guys. And I mentioned the boy Ebro, and I don't know Ebro, like I don't know boy, but I noticed when Kodak Black was on Ebro's show, he didn't respect the young boy Kodak Black.
Yeah,
He was.
but stay on subject.
This is how we was talking, and I was saying when Jay Prince got on his show and Jay Prince did that fuck shit, you made all the excuses in the world for the fuck shit he did, but the young boy, you ain't spared the young boy nothing. You just was right at him, and then when people say to the NBA young cat when he my fault, yo, I don't know these dudes, man.
You a real old head.
I don't know these dudes, but with the NBA youngboy, people was saying NBA because NBA youngboy did a post obviously and said, you know, I don't know you and I don't like you ain't I don't want your help. You ain't had to get on.
Yeah, he said you can keep that stuff, bro.
Right.
I'm not worried about it. He said
You
Matter
could've
of fact,
called.
he checked him.
He said you
He
could've
checked him,
called.
said you could have called.
Yeah.
He had to get on the internet. So actually, the young boy kind of checked the old head like, yo, you moving wrong.
But the point is, the subject matter was out of line. But my thing was, when people were saying like, who does NBA young boy think he is? Jay Prince is an OG, and they was making excuses for it. And I'm like, me and Pook was talking, and I'm like, that's the disconnect right there, because you got people looking at this Jay Prince dude like as if he's the end all and be all.
And he can't go wrong because
and
of
it's like, oh yeah, you was wrong. And I hate that when I watch the boy Ebro coming at the young boy Kodak Black, you was like straight out disrespecting him, because you looking at him like he a young boy and you just flat out disrespected him. But when it came to the Jay Prince boy, you was giving him the utmost respect for the fuckery he did. And I feel like, to me, like that's the disconnect right there. I think with the young boys and the older cats, man. These older cats be a little jealous that a lot of these young boys is out here making moves. A lot of them own their own masters. And I ain't just saying just hip hop. I'm just saying in the streets, period. It's a lot. The streets is obviously different from when we was out there. Like it's a whole lot different than we was out there. And it's like, I think a lot of these older cats is a little on the jealous side of the game too. But the disconnect is like weird to me. And I don't know who the fuck a lot of these older cats think they is, my age and older than me, to be chastising these young boys like that. That shit is just like irritating me. And it ain't gonna never.
But I think that Ebro situation, I think Ebro just had high respect for Jay Prince. That's what I think he's getting him. If he defended Ebro instead of Kodak Black or even NBA young boys, like, yo, do you fear Jay Prince? That's why.
Right, the fear is cool, but what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying though, bro. A lot of times it ain't even the fear. It's just, I think sometimes when you look at these youngins, you looking at them like, this little young ass motherfucker.
Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
But you know what it is?
I mean,
Tell you
that
about
shit is
Kodak
like,
Black.
that shit is
See, the
annoying.
thing about Kodak Black is because he always got controversy with everybody. So he probably just feels, oh, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in too, because everybody else, hold on, bro. They gonna agree with me because everybody on the edge with Kodak Black. But with NBA Youngboy, they not on the edge with him. So that's just like a young boy come in here and they always say, oh, he always doing dickhead shit. Whatever.
Right.
Every time you see him, even if he not with the, oh, you a dickhead.
Right.
You know
But what I'm saying is, the moral of the story is, that's the disconnect. Like, instead of, same way how you gave Jay Prince, you uplifted, you actually made excuses. You told Jay Prince, the shit that, you gotta watch the interview, the shit that Ebro told Jay Prince wasn't even thinking that shit. You made an excuse for that boy, but the young boy, Kodak,
Ebro made an excuse.
Ebro, I'm sorry, Ebro made a,
It's like, you know, I ain't gonna let that say,
I feel like when the boy Kodak was going through,
And you said you wasn't here, the youngin talking.
No, but when the boy Kodak was going, what he was going through, I feel like that was the time right there when you were an older cat, you could school the boy right there in front of millions of people that's listening. That was your opportunity right there to school the little youngin. This what I suggest, or this, that, and the other. You just straight come at the young boy, and the young boy wasn't trying to hear that shit.
You got Ebro coming at Kodak. You had T.I. coming at Kodak at the time. This at the time, because he said some stuff about, and it's crazy because he was,
situation.
yeah, but that, I don't
He
think,
wasn't even wrong with that. His man was on live.
He liked it. That's
what he said. But if I'm on live,
I think everybody was just on so high, the high horse for Nipsey Hussle, but that's come on, bro.
I think this is what happens though, man.
And he apologized too.
And I think it's somewhat a thin line between respect and dick eating. I think a lot of these dudes be dick eating. They dick right. But go ahead, youngin. I'm sorry, I done took up all the time.
Yeah, so what I wanna ask you is, from guys our generation, what can we do to show y'all respect first in order for us to receive respect from y'all?
Well, first I guess you gotta define it. Another thing too would be a lot of like old people or old heads be like self-appointed old heads. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't do nothing to put the work in. Like Uzel, the first person when I like really met Uzel, he molded me or whatever. Like this is who I consider my old head. That set the standard for what an old head is. And I think it's two things we talking about, like old head and self-respect. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's two different things too. Like you can respect somebody, that might not be my old head. Like y'all two might got respect for y'all, but that don't really make y'all my old head until we like ever build a rapport and y'all do something to show. Like how you were saying too with action. You know what I'm saying? You actually doing something, then telling me something. Like we could be outside all day, y'all go see somebody, tell everybody, yo, this is what you need to do, get a job, yada. But like if you gonna show them how to do it, you know what I'm saying? You could find a blueprint right now. You can show me a blueprint to build this building. That don't mean I know how to do it. You got Like,
show.
yeah, you gotta hold my hand
That's
a
what
little
I'm
bit and
saying.
show you.
That you gotta teach him.
And another thing too is funny, man. One day I'm logged in on his Instagram too, and and one day I was bidding with him, and I was saying like how he offered to give his girl some money, and I was bidding like, yo, you know what he said? Man, I learned that shit from you. And it's like he lived with me in my house, like he was around, he's family, like, you know what I mean? It's my wife's little cousin, but I'm just saying like.
So I ain't your son no more?
You always gonna be my boy. But anyway, but I'm just saying, like, and I didn't, a lot of things, I didn't just keep drilling in his head. It was actions, and then I would tell him little things, and he would call me and ask me questions, and I'll pull up, we'd talk, and this, that, and the other, and he's doing good. That's all. That's it.
We appreciate you. Appreciate
You
you.
ain't gotta get up, man. Sit right there. Sit right there, man. No, you can get up.
All right.
Thanks, Rick. I appreciate you, bro.
It's time for the KB current event topic.
Well, we went over the current event, but no, we didn't go over it. Well, the current event topic to me, obviously, is the Jeezy, Gucci Man,
Versus.
the versus battle that just went on, and we all was tuned in, and we all had our opinion on it. And when I first heard of the battle that Jeezy was gonna battle Gucci Man, I just wouldn't have done it. Me, Cool wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have done it, but Jeezy decided to do it. Then I was upset with Jeezy at first because I felt like he was letting Gucci Man disrespect him in a manner that I wouldn't have been able to do. But once again, my man Pook always posting something, man, and just persuading my vision on things. And when he said it made sense. And I know Herm don't agree. Herm got his head down over there. But I feel like a lot of people, and I'm voicing my opinion, and there might be people that might think that I ain't did enough in the streets, but I know I did enough out this motherfucker. But anyway, a lot of people that had their opinion on it, like my man said, y'all ain't never did shit before, man. And y'all fast to say what somebody should or shouldn't do. Now, it's a matter of opinion. We all got opinion. And last I checked, in America, they say you got your own opinion, I guess. Unless you're famous and you say something against a certain group of people. But that's for another show. But anyway, but I feel like I ain't mad at Jeezy for doing what he did. And that's, at the end of the day, man, Gucci Man went home to his family. Jeezy went home to his family. If you kill one of my friends, there's no way on this planet. I don't care how much change I've done. We're not gonna sit in the room together. We can't be friends. It's just, you can go on in life. You go on and live your life. I'm gonna live my life. But there's no way in the world that I'm doing that. But that's pretty much the current events of the day. And you guys can elaborate on whatever. But I wouldn't have did it. But I'm not mad at Jeezy. In my opinion, do he look like a sucker? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but I wouldn't have did it. And I ain't mad at him. Do you, bro? Like,
I don't even know what he can really say.
Go ahead.
No. He said everything I was gonna say, because that's what we had the argument about. You know what I'm saying? But that was my opinion. At the end of the day, like, just the respect for the family. You know what I'm saying? I would have to consult with the family first before I do any squashing. Because you got millions of people watching. Yeah, then 10 million people watching. Now y'all just put something in the group text about
1.8 million.
Huh?
So 1.8 people.
Oh, 1.8, okay.
That's still a lot, people.
Yeah. Now y'all put something in the group text about the son going crazy and all wild because it's something that's brought back up that was in the dirt somewhere. Nobody even know who this guy was. I didn't even know who the boy name was that got killed. Now I know who he is.
Yeah, I never knew all these years.
Now everybody knows his name.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, Instagram made the world small now. Now it opened up space for all these young boys to say, I'm smoking that.
Them Chicago boys been saying that shit.
Yeah, but actually it came from Tupac. Tupac told the Outlaws when he died, he want them to smoke his ashes, and they did. Hussein them, I just watched the whole documentary on that, that's how I got it. And Chicago ran with it. When they heard it in the rap, they start talking about all the ops we smoking on that.
Okay.
So now current, you don't even know who Pookie Loke is. You disrespecting me now, y'all making my household name, we smoking on him. Just because y'all want to squash it for the world. I think men, for real, if you want to squash it behind closed door. What is you showing everybody for? You already an influence up here. People respect Gucci for what he do. They respect Jeezy for what he do. These young dudes don't know nothing about that war. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you one of these back. I'm gonna give you one. I was ready to go. I was going through something with somebody that was young, my age. Young boy brought me to a club. We get into a little something. Young boy called me up like, the boy left. He said, yo, I ain't know y'all was going through something. He said, I wouldn't have brought him up there. He said, but I brought him up there. He said, that stuff happened back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like, we kind of like sparked something back in the now. They whispering about like, man, what happened with them back in the day? That shit was over with. Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying about the Jeezy and Gucci, man, y'all could have just said, oh, listen, XYZ, we in Atlanta, we doing it for the culture, just us two. I mean, the break.
But you know that culture shit was some bullshit.
Yeah, I know it was the sell album and all that. But what I'm saying is, nobody know nothing about the boy.
Yeah.
You bring a death inside something that people still mourning about. You got a mom, he got brothers, he got his son. You know what I'm saying? Now his son acting a fool on there. Oh, when I see y'all snatch they chain and all that, I'm do all the goofy stuff.
Yeah,
for what?
But that shit happened 15 years ago. Son, like.
Yeah, but when the world, if everybody keep texting like, damn, they talk like the pop, they talk like pop.
Peer pressure. Come on.
And here, young boy, here, young boy.
When it happened, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Here, young boy, he probably still young boy now. What he like 20 something?
I don't know. You look a little older.
Young boys be looking a little older now, but
what you think?
But
let's say your insight on this, because we heard it on the gram, but
we can even go even further. So for one, all right, Jeezy didn't know. I don't think Jeezy knew Gucci was gonna get up there and say all the stuff that he said.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he though?
I'm gonna tell you why.
I wasn't expecting him to go like that.
Everybody did.
I did.
I said it before they I said that was the wrong joint, bro.
Yeah.
If you know Gucci, man.
Yeah.
So, well, I didn't think. Well, I don't know Jeezy enough, but I mean, I'm Gucci enough, but I don't feel like Jeezy knew Gucci was gonna go that hard, because he really went crazy. I just don't think he thought that Gucci was going to get up there and say we smoking on Pookie Loke tonight. I don't think he thought that. I just don't.
This is the same dude that was on the Breakfast Club with Angela Lee. He told Angela Lee, yeah, you wanted some of this. And she's like, you disrespecting me. Like,
yeah, but still, I just don't think
all
he
his
was
energy
going to
is
say all
crazy,
that.
bro.
But if I extend an olive branch to you and then you come like, all right, I'm gonna do this for the culture, I just don't think he felt like he was gonna do that
He
much.
extended it twice, and he refused it twice. And then somebody said, forget the hood, hype him up, get up there and do what you do. His first song was the first diss track, the first joint. I would have cut it right to the name.
But now I see because in the verses you gonna put out diss tracks. Like what the you think
And
that
I'm cool with that. The extra stuff. The extra stuff.
Who else put out a diss track on the verses? Please tell me that.
Who did the verses and
With
they
somebody
got
that they dissed.
Yeah, who
But you just said it, bro. You just said. I'm asking you that question. You just said that.
What I'm saying is, it's called the verses.
The only person that put out this right, and it wasn't this right, the boys' mom was Monica and Brandon. That was the only person.
But let me finish.
So if you do verses with somebody you once dissed before in music, why wouldn't you play the diss track?
No, if we cool. Now, okay, watch I got one better for you. You can research this. Nas said the Jay-Z and this, he would never ever bring it up.
That's Nas.
You just said it, bro. Why wouldn't you do it? So if Nas and Jay-Z go on a verse, he's supposed to bring that out, right?
Who the fuck is Nas and Jay-Z? If they don't want to do it, don't do it. But Gucci, man, decided to do it.
He disrespected me. He told me I bust on your kid, babysit and all that goofy stuff.
He did. But so Gucci
Carmen shouldn't have never let
So
him
now,
do it.
can I y'all got y'all,
Go ahead, get that shit off.
So, from a street perspective, initially, I'm a look at it like, I'm saying that's some sucker stuff. I'm not in the streets. So I do my best every single day to not think like a street dude. I want to get all of that out my system. So I want to look at it from a totally different view. I don't want to look at it from a street view like you's a sucker, you want to ruin that dude. Now, Jeezy got on the verses, articulated why I did this, because you saying why y'all can't squash this privately, because he promoted a bunch of negativity publicly in all of his music, and he said it. All the people who listen to my music that I influence and all this negative stuff, I came here to change the narrative, to show that you could do something different, to show that you could put a beef behind you, and you ain't got to keep beefing with somebody 15, 20 years.
Okay, that's okay. I like that. But did y'all watch that Breakfast Club in it? Charlamagne asked him. He said, so where y'all stand at now? He said, oh, I don't know. So is the beef really squashed? He asked him that. He said, oh, I gotta sit back and do some thinking and see how everything really played out. They really still ain't squashing.
That don't automatically mean you beefing. When you ask somebody where
They wasn't beefing.
listen, if you ask somebody where y'all stand now, that can mean a lot of different things. Like, are y'all? Because they asked something about doing a tour together or something like that too. Like, I'm not going that far.
Crazy.
Y'all just making up stuff.
They asked him that.
Listen. The cameraman walked in here, and the cameraman said, I don't think the cameraman is no street dude, but he said he was a sucker for doing it.
Yeah, he might not be in the streets, but everybody be influenced by the streets.
I think everybody.
6ix9ine ain't no street dude either, but he sound like one of his music.
But he was around street dudes.
Yeah, everybody be around street dudes.
Okay, so I think everybody entitled to their opinion too.
I'm not saying nobody's not entitled to their opinion. What I'm saying, I said me. I want to get rid of every piece of street thinking. Outside of being aware of my surroundings and making sure nobody run down on me. But other than that, I don't want to think like I thought as a young dude in the streets. I don't want to have no resemblance of that.
Yeah, but it's a big.
And then it's a bigger
picture.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Right? So if a mom,
Who? Herm or Liz?
both of y'all. So if a mom's son gets smoked, right, and she don't forgive the nigga who killed her son, and she ain't into the streets and all that, but she don't forgive the nigga who killed
The
her
mom
son.
also ain't got no influence on the streets either.
Oh my God, a lot of moms, she might not got influence on the streets, but she got influence on the ones who out there in the streets. Like, that's somebody's mother. So what are you saying?
Yeah, she might got influence on her son. I'm talking about these guys got influence on a bunch of people. That mom not forgiving her don't mean nothing. She's nobody to nobody. She don't influence no corners.
The only problem I got with people on the streets with their opinion on this shit, like I said, and me and her got into a debate. A sucker can't tell a sucker he a sucker. I'm sorry. If you a lot of people in the streets be doing sucker shit and they suckers, and that's like and I explained to her. I explained to her, real rat. A rat can't. That's like if a dude tell and he's sitting up here telling another rat come up and he be like, yo boy right there, rat. I'm not saying.
What influence
Listen. All I'm saying
have on the culture?
Oh, I can't even get my shit off. Go ahead. You fucking up my wet dream. I can't even get my shit off. Let me get my shit off.
You going to something else?
All I'm saying is the people, a lot of people.
If Dirt and Quando right now squash them, they got bigger influence than Gucci Mane and Jeezy squashing them right now.
I'm saying.
We just talking about.
I'm saying
around the whole
I'm
thing.
$1.8 million people watched it.
Yeah, because you know what? They want to see a fight.
Now, okay, all right. See. Now this is the thing. I'm glad you said that, because the people who ain't got nothing to do with it is always the ones that's egging it on. So it got
entertainment. They looking for entertainment, just like everything else. Just like somebody, it's not getting killed. They know like them, but they looking for a fight. Just like when people watch the basketball wild, the other chicks that
all of that's problematic.
You be watching that shit too, though.
All of that's problematic.
I be watching it.
No, but what I'm saying is, people do it for entertainment. They look at stuff for entertainment.
But all of it's problematic.
Just like you did, like you didn't know what Gucci problem was. Everybody else knew, they was aware of it, so they guess that's what they doing. They got their popcorn ready. Okay, we're going to have it.
And you don't think that's a problem?
Negativity
You
sells.
don't think that's a problem? That all these people are anticipating two black men harming each
What I'm
other.
saying, it don't stop. It don't stop there. It don't start there.
But somebody got to start something to slow it down.
People been stopping wars, bro. I think he broke
In front of 1.8 million people? Have they stopped wars in front of 1.8 million people at one time? Has there been somebody that people had in their CD players bumping and wanted to be the snowman at one point?
That squash the beef in front of everybody?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. No, that's private stuff. I'm talking about, again, with my video, when I was breaking down the whole psyche.
Man,
What you poured into the psyche? What was the imagery show?
I think it was all for show.
I think
it was all for show.
I
agree.
I think it was all for show.
I mean, that's a speculation. We have no
Because the
idea.
Recession 2 dropped right afterwards, and that shit was trash. But anyway, but
I mean, you think Jeezy said, "Artists, I wanna try to sell my album, so I'm gonna just
that's
let
what they
Gucci
do. That's
disrespect
what the
me."
verses do. Yeah, I agree. See, the boy was calling you Snow Bunny. What he was calling him? Snow Cone. All that shit. I'm like, come on,
We
man.
gonna be in the same
We ain't
room.
going in there, man.
At my Z and
That's like if we
They should do that.
listen.
HBO
That's like if I got a
24/7
problem with a dude on the streets and Poop, you gonna bring him up here on the podcast and we gonna talk we gonna iron our differences. But he posting this shit on Instagram talking about Coochie Coo, yeah man, we gonna be with Coochie Coo and all that shit. Like man, I'm not going to fuck up there, bro. You playing with me, yo.
Everybody that did the verses made videos making fun of the person that's doing the verses for promoting it.
I ain't see that.
it's different.
I ain't show you gotta show me. You see that?
Yeah, no, it was. But it's different, bro. It's a friend. No, it's friendly. No, they all good. They all good.
was going crazy.
Manny Fresh was running who up?
Scott Storch.
It's the Manny Fresh killed Scott Storch.
That's what I'm saying. It's a difference, bro.
Okay.
It's a touchy situation.
It's sensitive, man. Like the
This is because somebody died.
I think Gucci Man was going too far, but I think also this too. Gucci Man knew his catalog wasn't nowhere near his Jeezy's, so he had to put some spice on that shit.
But even still, we talk conflict resolution. A grown man shows I can be disrespected without reacting. How is that not good imagery?
Listen,
How?
I'm not listen.
How is that not good
I ain't
imagery?
gonna lie. Like I said yesterday, man, I got homies that's doing life right now. And I was telling you, I was talking to my man the other day about that shit, and I agree. And my man even said he wished that he can come home and watch the podcast. Like my man got life, and I was at the mall with my kids, and he was like, damn man, like you know what I mean. That shit made his day. He can't wait to get back out here and do it. But I guarantee you, that day, whether if he did it or if he didn't do it. That day, I guarantee you, I wish he could turn back the hands of time. Now, let's suppose, that's why I said, I don't like what he did. I think he's a sucker, but I respect what he did. It is what it is. That's what he did. He's going home to his family. Because I know a lot of dudes that wish, no, but I'm just saying, had he reacted like how I would have probably reacted, or somebody people could have died in there. That's why I wouldn't have never did it. I'm not, like I said before, certain bars and clubs, I'm not going in because I'm thinking like, damn, if I go in here, this shit can go left or this. So I'm not setting myself up anymore. Like at one point in time, I was willing to go in there and accept whatever goes on in there. I felt like Jeezy shouldn't even accepted it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it goes back to, like I said before, I got homies that wish they can turn back the hands of time, and that split second where they doing life, that they could have said, no, damn, I ain't gonna, man, fuck that, I ain't gonna do what they alleged said I did. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad, I was mad at first with Jeezy, but then I thought about the bigger picture. Like you said, he been home with his family. But that night, when Gucci said what he said, if he would have took that shit, how I would have took it, or at one point in time, even now, I wouldn't have took that disrespect. I think it could have started off as a fight. It could have started off as a fight. And you see what happened with the Rondo cat and the King young boy, that the fight turned into somebody dying, man.
Well, let's say Jeezy is doing some of the stuff that I do. I self-reflect a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I reflect on the way I glorify the streets and young boys in our neighborhood that I know was influenced by me. Mm-hmm. And some of them might got life or some of them dead. Shit haunts me. You know what I'm saying? Shit really haunts me when you feel like you partly responsible for the death of somebody that you love. You know what I'm saying? So now, say Jeezy doing some self-reflecting. Like, damn, all these years, the Snowman, I promoted all of this negativity.
He's still promoting Snowman.
Listen, can you?
My bad, bro. I ain't want you to think that he stopped.
I mean, I don't.
This is a hypothetical.
The music I heard on the Recession, I only heard a couple songs, but it was positive stuff.
No, but when he was promoting the John Snow and all that, he was
I mean, but because that was the whole nostalgia around. Because he wasn't playing no new music. I mean, I'm saying where
he played all that Snowman music.
Yeah. What else was?
I was just asking, bro. I'm saying. So you saying like I'm trying to get?
I'm saying, of course, for that verse, he gonna play the music that people wanted to hear.
Okay.
But it was also a bigger thing that he did. So if he reflected like, damn, I was a part of pushing a culture of negativity. And I got a chance to in a moment, push positivity, to try my best in this instant to reverse a little bit of the damage that I did. And I'm gonna go here, and if I get disrespected, I'm gonna take the disrespect, and I'm gonna articulate. I came here as a grown man to do this specific thing. Is that still problematic?
I think
Is that still a sucker?
he did it because he said it's dudes like you gonna buy my album. They gonna buy my album. I'm positive Jeezy.
Cause I think now the new woke is the new dope, man. I've been saying that for so long. A lot of these dudes.
Nobody-
If I do that,
So
Jeezy
nobody
a real
can do
stand
that.
up boy. He's a good citizen.
I don't
He's a
even-
good role model.
I guess I'm a sucker,
No.
and I'm doing everything I do for money.
I'm not. No, we not.
So-
But hold
So
up. But you get into your little snack modes too. Bro, you sit up there
Yeah, I
like
ain't
you know
human.
what
I ain't never
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you can't point the finger.
I would never justify anytime I trip out though and say that's right.
No, and Jesus didn't do it. But what I'm saying is, you got your snap out moments too. So he actually he was calm about the whole situation because he was promoting something positive. That's cool. But at the end of the day, he was getting disrespected on. He knew what he was getting himself into. He already had his mind planned out that I'm gonna be calm the whole time. At the end of the day, the boy came on there and the phrase, "You're a sucker." That's what he said to him. You're a sucker. You better not say nothing. Like he tormented me from
I didn't even hear that
very
part.
beginning. As a man, I would have said, you know what, I'm not doing it.
It's only torment if it phases you.
It ain't on faith because he bricked.
So you saying
He
somebody
bricked.
should walk up?
If he had to go back to
I'm
East
not
Atlanta,
and call you
if he
a
had to
sucker.
go back to East Atlanta and walk to East Atlanta, it'd been a whole different down there because that
We
whole
had
joint.
one of our podcasts we talked about that where somebody might nowadays somebody might do something and we'll walk
gotta
away.
think, you gotta
So I
think
done been in instances where dudes tried to play me and I just walked off on them. I got too much to lose. So I got too much to lose. I've been building too much. I've been showing too much positivity. I've been working so hard trying to save lives. So I can take some disrespect. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say I can just take any and all disrespect.
But you don't invite disrespect to you. That's the thing. You don't invite disrespect to him. He invited disrespect to him and then took it. I'm not inviting nobody that you disrespecting me and calling me all this types of names. Then my homie got put down behind this situation, and I'm inviting you to my for more disrespect. No.
You gotta point with that. That's why I said I wouldn't never get it.
No.
Again,
That's why I
Not
said I
inviting
wouldn't
nobody
never
to
get it.
bigger picture, how many young boys kill another young boy over disrespect? So it's still good imagery for a man to take disrespect and not respond crazily. It's still good imagery because these youngins, any ounce of disrespect, they ready to kill over. So we need to combat the idea that I gotta kill
What's the
over
disrespect?
Wait, hold on.
What's the
I'm about to say
disrespect?
it's different levels of disrespect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you walk by me, if young walk by me right now and step on my sneaks right
It's
now,
different.
some people feel as though that disrespect. I don't feel as though that disrespect. Then my bad. If you I want me. I don't feel like disrespect. Young boys might feel like disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm not inviting disrespect into my circle as a man.
And I'm not asking you to
If
do
you got
anything.
and the thing about, hold up, this whole podcast today is about respect. So respect me, I'm gonna respect you. If you don't respect me, I don't got no respect for you. I'm gonna stay on my side. You stay on your side. That's it.
I'm not trying to make you do nothing. I'm talking about the psychological imagery of a man taking the disrespect without responding negatively. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because we gotta have some kind of imagery, we gotta have some kind of conversation, we gotta have some kind of moments that can combat all the negative moments where it make youngins feel like if I get disrespected, I got to kill you. Something gotta combat that.
And I agree with you, but what I'm saying is, you can't kill my fucking homie, yo. 15 years ago, we get on the verses, and you start fucking disrespecting me about my homie.
I'm
That
not
right there is
asking
different.
you or her
That's
to
crazy,
do it.
bro.
I'm not asking you or her to do it.
Now, other things that disrespect, certain things I might be able to let shit slide, but I think that situation, because we was talking about the fact. Now we're gonna remove that situation and let's just talk about respect and disrespect. Then let's do it. But we still talking about what dude did. That shit, like no, that shit was.
Again,
Let me say something. I don't have young boys. I'm talking to the young boys. You can squash a war. You can squash a war. You can shake a person's hand. But if somebody, after y'all have a peace treaty and y'all squash it and he still disrespected, I don't advise you to do no business with nobody like that. I don't care. You was the bigger man when you shook his hand and you left it alone.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree.
That's it. I'm not inviting no more disrespect, bro. No, the world not looking. If I shake your hand, we squash the beef.
You go over there, I go over there.
Go over there, it's cool.
Right. Because it's too much tension.
Who told y'all? Who asked y'all to take disrespect? Did I ask y'all to take disrespect?
No, we're not taking it, bro.
So y'all,
It's a running conversation, bro.
I'm talking about the imagery of that situation. I'm not asking you to take disrespect or be in a room with somebody that killed your homie. I'm not asking you to take disrespect or be in a room with somebody that killed your homie. I'm saying that instance is a good instance for the culture because every other instance is teaching if somebody disrespects you to kill them. So we need something that's going to combat the negativity. That's all I'm saying.
What I said is they can talk, they can squash it, but once after the squashing, you still
I'm not telling them nothing. I'm talking about the imagery of that moment. I'm not telling the young boys that they gotta go sit in the room with somebody that killed their homie. I'm not telling nobody they gotta take disrespect.
Y'all debating.
Yeah, I'm not telling nobody they gotta take disrespect.
He said what he's saying, but it's y'all not even you saying one thing.
And that's why I'm trying to keep saying what I'm not saying.
Yelling and what you saying is right. And you yelling what you saying and what you yelling.
Yeah, it's two different things. I'm not telling
I'm not dealing with right and wrong.
That's how you shut the whole shit down.
I ain't dealing with right and wrong.
I'm not telling nobody to do what Jeezy did. I don't know if I would have been able to do what Jeezy did.
You ain't doing that shit, Pook. I know you, man.
He ain't doing that shit,
man.
But I appreciate
Jeezy doing it.
Alright, that's cool. That's cool.
I appreciate Jeezy.
But I think it was more business than anything with Jeezy.
Maybe, but that's speculation. You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Each his own, man.
These young boys.
Like, we're not just gonna keep putting motives in people's minds.
These young boys ain't fucking stupid out here. You think they ain't on point of what the fuck that's all about, bro?
It's not about being on point. Again, see, I be somewhere else. I study psychology. I
study streetology, so I
it ain't the same.
It ain't. But I'm just saying. We talk about the street.
I've been there.
I'm telling you, a lot of times
to your psyche.
I'm telling you, man. A lot of times with us, we be thinking we playing these little motherfuckers, and we not. They not stupid. That shit. Listen to me, bro. I'm not saying you for saying. I'm just saying period. That shit Jeezy did. It ain't a fucking young boy on this fucking planet that think that dude did that shit for the fucking culture.
I think my son asked me a question about like, what happened?
Come on, man.
Ain't nobody. He's like, why did he don't know nothing about that. And I hate that about. Like I said, Dirk and Quando will be an influence right now. If they do it, then I respect. Matter of fact, I say it right now. If Dirk can go in the room with Quando right now, I respect that more than Jeezy and
Why? It's only good.
Because
it's fresh.
When I'm saying okay, why you promoting it? Why you promoting it?
I'm asking you a question. According to your
you know why? Because at the end of the day, the young boys is watching. They the ones can we can respect okay, I can respect the young boys not killing each other. And he stepped out as a young child. And he ain't wait till he was 40 years old or 45 and he getting married or something like that. These young boys in the trenches. So at the end of the day, them two squashing is like, damn.
They more connected
to the streets right now.
Them boys to the streets than we are.
I won't argue that.
I'm just kidding.
I won't argue that. But you can't. But you can't say Jeezy a sucker, but Dirk wouldn't be. If they do the same exact thing.
But I feel like that's fake energy though, because
if y'all projecting onto this man, y'all don't even know the man.
No, but I'm saying in the sense of it's more than one way to crack an egg. So if you would have been like, yo man, I apologize for the things I did, I'm like, all right man, it ain't no way I can even think that it's even misconstrued like, oh, he's doing it for money.
More because it's fresh.
Man, he said, I apologize for the things
15 years? I'm not even hearing
it.
anything at 15
years. So it's like, if it's accountability, going along with this whole thing, I'm like, all right, no party show accountability for nothing.
My man, fam.
Nobody. So it's like, if you're not showing accountability, is it really about this?
It's about that money.
That?
It's about that money.
What lack of accountability did Jeezy not show?
I felt like the lack of accountability is sense of where there's going to be a point of sympathy towards the situation. As if like, all right, man, on my end, somebody came to kill you, that's just wrong. So that's it. Like, I didn't hear none of that. I just see him saying, you know what, for the G's, for the culture, we're gonna do this, and then drop the song. That was just for like the glitz and glamour.
That's a cat. That's a cat, G's. We ain't buying it.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they get paid for versus.
We ain't buying that recession too, and we ain't buying that bullshit.
Yeah, so I don't.
No, but you get paid. You get paid because people go buy your shit. When that Brandy and my nigga Jewel came out, was bumping that shit all week.
The sponsors, you got Bel Air, you got
And they got it on title. They got all the verses on title now.
Did it just a fabulous joint. They say it.
No, but listen to
You
me.
get paid, and if y'all get paid, I want my check. So,
But no.
Man, they been burning shady
But if
too.
you got title,
When they gonna start paying them? Man, come on, stop it, Jay. Stop it.
when they
Make sure you don't cut that, Jay. Cause y'all can stop it, man.
listen, if you got title now, you can pull it up like the verses on title right now.
Yeah, you get it, the playlist.
But what I'm saying to you is people going out, downloading their music more. Because I know I've been doing it.
It rejuvenates a career.
Right, so
I'm just saying,
so what I'm saying, and the whole album about to come out.
We don't.
Yeah, you don't get paid directly from verses, but you make money off it.
Right. I'm just
Hey, real quick, what's stronger, a handshake or a versus battle? If you want to squash beef, what shows more like I want to squash this beef? A handshake or a versus battle?
Did they even shake hands?
I know. He was on stage like, I'll let you thank you, homie.
Yeah, it was really separated, so.
But he did change it at the end because when he started calling all his name, Jeezy jumped up and that's when he said about the coach and everything. And then I think Gucci did say thanks for the invite. I think he feels like he's playing and stuff because everybody like, come on, you tripping now. Like he had to really jump up.
Everybody was in the comments cracking the fuck up. They was doing all kinds of.
But you know, like I said, man, like even right now, like Dirk, if Dirk do it like as me, I couldn't see me doing it. So if Dirk did do it, my age right now, and he do it right now, I have a little more respect for Dirk because they young and they doing it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not thinking the same 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking that. I'm not the same Herm. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing is about the Dirk shit too though, is Dirk might can squash it, but Dirk gonna have influence over the King Von, the old block boys and all that shit too. You better be able to control all that shit too, man. Because if you squash it and it's fresh, you fool to them dudes now. So,
but
you know what I mean? But I see what you're saying.
You gotta take that if you want to be a leader. It too.
You got, yeah.
If you want to be a leader, you gotta stand for something. They look up to him. You know what I'm saying? He's the one. So if
So
he
that
do,
what Jeezy did? Did he take a stand for something?
what I'm saying is, if Jeezy would have did it back then, when they was all running around, then I probably looked at it different. It's fresh. You're not looking at your enemy 15 years from now, like we had on the podcast. What 50-year-old, 40-year-old dudes is out there banging at each other?
Remember the joint where I sent you?
Nobody. But the young boys out here banging.
Moving the goalposts.
No. You
Versus,
40 years
it's
old.
only dead. It's only dead. Now it's old.
No,
we
what I'm
said-
saying is, bro, you moving the goalpost.
I'm not.
What I said, bro. You can squash it. You can squash it.
But you're respecting somebody else for doing the same thing. You
I
can't
can't.
respect two different people for
I
doing
don't
the same
care,
thing.
cause it's fresh. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that comes from the example of what they just did.
What I'm saying is a kid.
They say time heals all wounds. So
Absolutely.
it's easy to,
So if it's fresh,
easy to let something go.
Agreed.
It's
What I'm
easy to
saying
let
is,
something go 15 years later, man. I'm
If
telling you.
Rondo or whatever and the other boys, they was a squad.
Reese, you should have just sat down up there. Reese,
Is
you
that
over there.
because of the example that Jeezy just said?
No, I'm just saying. What I'm
You said
saying
you respect it more, but it's not common to do it.
it's not common. That's why I would respect it
But
because
it's doing
it's coming from young boys.
of what they
No,
just
no,
did.
it's not about that. What I'm saying is, I said, Jeezy them had their little situation. I said, Dirk and Rondo came out today or tomorrow and they say, listen, we're going to do it in front of the world. We squash it. Without Jeezy and them, I would respect it more from them because it's fresh. It ain't young
No, I
kids.
understand it. What I'm saying is that because of what
No,
Jeezy
no,
did.
no, scratch that shit.
You ain't scratching it because it happened.
I mean,
No, but if it didn't happen, bro,
if it didn't happen.
They didn't happen. And they were the first ones to do it.
Right.
I wouldn't call Dirk a sucker. I said, damn, young boy, y'all stepped it up. Because we wasn't thinking like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't thinking like that.
Right.
It took them 15 years to start thinking like that.
Agreed. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They didn't live their life. So if they still start getting, everyone would say both of them suckers. Why y'all rich? Why y'all going to war with each other?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
But Dirk and Wanda, that's The kids is watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These boys got
And
millions
the
of
boy
followers. They making money.
Quando just put out a diss joint.
Yeah.
What you about to say, Shoot?
Man, I think it's the difference between rap culture and street culture. If fucking Pac and Biggie would have said let's end our beef and shit.
Pac and Biggie, Pac ain't dead because of Biggie though. Pac did because he put his hands on Orlando.
Well,
Yeah,
alright,
we way
That's
over our
different.
time, yo.
When
We way
people,
over
no,
our
not
time.
we are, but when people say that shit irritates me because Pac put his hands on a gangster and they smoked him. So Biggie ain't had nothing. That ain't had nothing to do.
Alright,
with
let's
it.
say other people then.
Close out.
We're gonna close out and we're gonna get back to that shit.
You know that. You started thinking.
Big my
That
man.
was a bad example.
Closing words, man.
Closing word,
Start
man.
with you, man.
Show respect, you get respect. That's it.
Closing words, Tom Hill all wounds, man. I guess.
We gave you that job.
Listen, man, no, just on some real shit. Because if I give a close, not go on and on and on and on. Like I said, man, for the young bulls, like what Herm said too, man. If you gonna squash it, man, squash it. That's what's up. But if a person antagonizing you and playing with you, man, matter of fact, if you gonna squash somebody, if somebody dying, you gonna squash or any squash, man. Sometimes, man, the best bet is you stay on one side, they on the other side. All that kumbaya shit, you don't have to do it. You can squash it, and there's no, we not partying together. We not on Instagram posting all that shit. Just squash it and just you be over here and they be over here and y'all just coexist. Because like I said, I got friends, man, that's doing life sentences, a few, right? And they running up a healthy tab, and that shit is getting annoying. But it is what it is. But I know that them dudes wish they can take back that fucking 2 minutes, if they did it. That 2 minutes or 2 seconds that pretty much ruined their fucking life. So, I like I said, I don't like what Jeezy did, but I respect it because at the end of the day, Jeezy sleeping in his bed, and Gucci Man sleeping in his bed, and Cool gonna sleep in his bed, and everybody in this room gonna sleep in their bed. And it is what it is. So if you can squash it, man. Let that shit go. Stay on their side, that side, and it is what it is. And if anybody watching this podcast and I haven't had a problem with, I have no beef with nobody. I'm a changed man. Poop about to give us the craziest, like end of the podcast. Y'all got to hear this shit. This shit is amazing, man. Just watch.
He's like, we done put the
Then
pressure
watch
on this
this
part.
I don't even know what
Watch
I
it
don't even know what I'm about to say. Honestly, my words is not even to the guys that's in the streets and doing any of the wild stuff. My words is to everybody else, everybody that's surrounded, everybody that's be egging on wars that you're not even gonna get involved in. You never gonna shoot at nobody. Some of y'all ain't never even gonna fight nobody, but yeah, y'all wanna anticipate violence between other people. You know, I seen folks talking about what Dirk gonna do to Quando. Like you wanna see him go kill another young black man, but then when it's your brother or your cousin or somebody get killed, then you got a problem with that. We have to change the culture. And again, I'm speaking not to the dudes that's in the streets. I'm speaking to everybody else who not in that negativity or not living in that life, but you promoting negativity. You pushing all this negative culture. You pushing all these negative ideas. Because while your conscious mind might not just grab something, your subconscious mind records everything. It sees everything and grabs a hold of everything, and then it's trying to process what's going on in their mind. But you constantly pushing all of this negativity and then making something that is good seem like it's sucker stuff. I take issue with that, in particular with people who not even gonna be in the war. If you in the war, go ahead, say what you wanna do what you wanna do, call whoever a sucker. All right, that's how you feel. But to everybody else, to the working man, to the working woman, yo, I unfollowed a chick because she reposted when King Von said, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna find Tuka.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, stomp him out when you sing. I unfollowed.
Yeah.
I said, I cannot take no more. I can't take no more of everyday people, man, who are helping this culture stay negative. Or dudes who was in the game, but you got out the game. You don't even want no beef no more. You don't want to get no another state number. You don't want to go to the feds. You want to be home with your children every night,
but then you still promoting negativity. If you respect yourself, if you respect your brothers, if you respect women, if you respect the youngest, if you respect black people as a whole and respect the culture, make sure you're doing something that's beneficial to the culture and not something that's detrimental. It's legit OGs. See y'all next week.
Told y'all. What I tell y'all?